You ever walk into a room and forget why you went there? Or pick up the phone and blank on who you were about to call? It's not just old age. And it's not your fault. Most people are told to do puzzles or take brain pills, but the truth is, your memory doesn't fade because of age. It fades because your body has stopped helping your brain. When your blood flow slows and your breathing gets shallow, your brain starts starving for energy. But the good news, you can change that in just 1 minute a day. In this video, I'll show you a short, easy exercise that helps your brain and body work together again. It's gentle, it's science-backed, and many seniors in Japan feel the difference after just a few tries. I'm Dr. Suzuki Sato, a Japanese brain specialist who has helped thousands of people over 60 stay sharp and confident. Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll show you how one quiet motion can bring your memory back to life. You ever walk into a room and forget why you went there? Or set something down, and a few minutes later, it feels like it vanished? That moment of confusion can feel scary. But here's the truth. It's not that your brain is broken or too old. It's that your brain isn't getting what it needs to stay sharp. Your brain doesn't just run on thoughts. It runs on movement, oxygen, and rhythm. When the body slows down, so does the brain. Most people think memory loss means something's wrong up here. But most of the time, the problem starts down here, in the way we breathe, move, and circulate blood. Doctors at the University of Tokyo found that even a short burst of gentle movement, less than 2 minutes, can increase blood flow to the brain and help it wake up. And Harvard researchers found that when circulation improves, recall and focus improve right along with it. That's why you might notice your thinking feels clearer after a light walk, watering plants, or even cleaning the kitchen. It's not magic, it's biology. The body sends energy up, and the brain turns it into clarity. You might want to really listen to this next part, because it's something that gives a lot of people hope. Your brain never forgets how to remember. It just needs a little help turning the power back on. Think of your mind like a lamp. The light didn't burn out, the cord just came loose. Once you plug it back in, the light shines again. That plug is movement and breathing, which is exactly what the 1-minute memory exercise does. Let me ask you something. When during your day does your mind feel the foggiest? Morning? After lunch? In the evening? Go ahead and think about it. That's the time your brain is asking for a quick reset. The perfect moment to use this 1-minute exercise. You don't need to do anything intense. You don't need equipment. You don't even need to stand if that's uncomfortable. All it takes is 1 minute to tell your brain, I'm here, I'm awake, and I'm ready to remember. And that's what we're going to do next. Turn that spark back on so your brain can start working with you again. Now that you know memory loss often starts in the body, let's make this even simpler. Your brain can't focus when your body feels tense. It's like trying to read while someone shakes your chair. That tension can come from stress, shallow breathing, dehydration, or even holding the same posture for hours. And when that happens, the part of your brain that controls recall, the hippocampus, gets less blood flow. That means your brain isn't forgetting things. It's just running low on fuel. Here's something interesting. Japanese researchers found that just a few slow, deep breaths can change how your brain functions within seconds. When you breathe calmly through your nose, it sends a message to your nervous system that it's safe to focus again. Your heart rate steadies, your shoulders drop, and your brain starts to listen. You might notice this yourself. Think about a time you were frustrated trying to remember a name, and the moment you relaxed, it suddenly came to you. That's not coincidence. That's oxygen and calm working together. Let's do something small right now. Sit comfortably. Gently place your hand on your chest. Take a soft breath in through your nose for 4 counts, pause for 1, and slowly breathe out for 4 counts. Do it again, but even easier this time. You might already feel your shoulders drop just a bit. That tiny shift is proof your body and brain are starting to reconnect. You may want to remember this moment. because this is the foundation that makes all memory exercises actually work. If your body is calm first, your brain can finally pay attention. I'd love to know when you feel most relaxed during your day. Is it after your morning coffee? Maybe while reading? Share it in the comments, because that's the perfect time to fit this 1-minute routine in. This simple breathing rhythm is the key to turning chaos into clarity. It doesn't take energy, it gives it back. And once your body feels grounded, your brain has the stability it needs to form memories that actually stick. In just a moment, we'll add a tiny movement to this calm, and that's when you'll feel your memory start to wake up in real time. Now that your body and mind are starting to connect again, it's time to put that calm into motion. This 1-minute memory exercise is simple, safe, and something anyone can do, even while sitting down. Think of it as a mini reboot for your brain. It wakes up the circuits that help you focus, recall names, and stay clear-minded during the day. Here's how it works. We'll do 3 short steps, 20 seconds each, that blend breathing, movement, and memory. These small actions help your brain and body talk to each other again. First, while sitting or standing tall, take 2 gentle breaths through your nose, just like we practiced. Then think about what you had for breakfast yesterday. Picture it clearly, the color of your cup, the taste, or the sound of the spoon. Speak one small detail out loud, maybe blue mug or warm oatmeal. That detail turns your memory on. Now we'll wake up your focus. Start moving lightly, marching in place, tapping your knees, or lifting one heel at a time if seated. As you move, name things in a category. Try fruits, cities, or even family members. Speak each one slowly and clearly. Apple, orange, banana. This combines gentle circulation with active recall, 2 of the strongest tools for memory strength. You may want to pay close attention to how you feel right now. That small mix of breathing, movement, and speaking gives your brain oxygen, rhythm, and attention all at once. It's like flipping the light back on in every corner of your mind. Now for the last part, and it's the one that truly locks the memory in place. Stop the motion, take a deep breath, and repeat any 3 of the words you just said, twice. That repetition tells your brain, this matters, keep it. If you'd like, share in the comments what 3 words you used. It's always inspiring to see the variety, and it helps others know they're not alone in this journey. You don't need perfection, you just need consistency. This short routine, done once or twice a day, helps the brain rebuild its confidence. And you'll start noticing small wins in everyday moments. That's how memory starts to come back, 1 minute at a time. You just experienced how a single minute of breathing, movement, and recall can light up your brain. Now, let's make it even easier to fit into your life, because the small details matter just as much as the exercise itself. Here's something most people don't realize. The clearer your environment, the clearer your memory becomes. If your space is cluttered, your brain has to work harder to focus. But when you give yourself a clean, simple area to move in, even just a few feet around your chair, your brain feels calmer before you even begin. You may want to think about where you'll do this routine each day. Maybe near the kitchen table or by a window where you get good light. The brain loves familiarity. Doing it in the same place helps it remember to remember. And here's another thing that makes a big difference. Hydration. A mild level of dehydration can make memory and focus dip by as much as 20%. You don't need gallons of water. Just a small glass before your minute helps your blood flow and brain connection. If you've ever noticed that fog lifts after a sip of water or a stretch, that's your body thanking you for giving it what it needed. Let's add something else that helps tremendously. Timing. Most people find they're foggiest either mid-morning or right after lunch. That's when your circulation slows down, especially if you've been sitting. Doing this 1-minute exercise then can give you the biggest boost. Think of it like restarting a phone that's been frozen. It doesn't take long. It just needs a signal to move again. I'd love to know when your mind feels the sharpest during the day, morning, afternoon, or evening. Comment and share what works best for you. It helps others find their rhythm too. And finally, remember, you're not trying to be perfect. The people in Japan who practice this daily don't treat it as a workout. They treat it as a rhythm of life, just like brushing their teeth or pouring tea. That's why it sticks. This isn't about doing more. It's about giving your brain more moments that matter. And those moments start with small, consistent choices. The kind that keep your mind clear and your confidence strong. Now that you know how simple and powerful this 1-minute exercise can be, let's talk about how to make it part of your day. The kind of habit that sticks without effort. The secret isn't about discipline, it's about rhythm. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't need to remind yourself every morning, it just happens. Your brain loves patterns like that. Once something becomes part of a daily rhythm, it no longer feels like work, it feels like life. So here's how to make it easy. Attach this 1-minute exercise to something you already do every day. Maybe right after your morning coffee, after you feed the dog, or when you first sit down to watch the evening news. The more natural it feels, the more your brain accepts it. You might want to write this down somewhere visible. One sentence. When I do this, I move for 1 minute. That simple reminder keeps your brain in motion. Now, let's talk about progress. Some people notice better focus after the very first day. Others might need a week or two before it clicks. Either way, the results build quietly, the same way small drops fill a cup. Don't rush it. If you ever skip a day, that's okay. The power of this habit comes from coming back to it, not from doing it perfectly. Just 1 minute tomorrow can reignite all the good work you've already done. I'd love to hear in the comments what part of your day feels easiest for you to remember this. Your ideas might help someone else find the perfect time for them too. Now here's a trick that helps your brain recognize progress. After each session, notice one small thing that feels different. Maybe your thoughts feel smoother. Maybe you remember what you walked into the room for. That awareness tells your brain, this works, keep doing it. The longer you keep this rhythm, the stronger your memory becomes, not because of intensity, but because of consistency. And with every minute you practice, you're not just training your memory, you're rebuilding trust in yourself. Because the truth is, memory isn't just about recalling things. It's about feeling present, steady, and alive. Right here, in this moment. You've just learned something powerful. That memory loss after 60 isn't the end of anything. It's simply your brain asking for a little attention. And now, you know exactly how to give it that attention in one calm, 1-minute routine. It doesn't take special tools, long workouts, or fancy programs. It just takes a small daily rhythm, a minute of breathing, light movement, and focus that reconnects your body and mind. Every time you do it, you're giving your brain a signal. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and I'm still sharp. You might want to think about how this could fit into your life starting today. Maybe after breakfast, maybe before bed, or any time the day feels a little cloudy. The more often you do it, the stronger your focus, recall, and confidence become. And if you've tried it already, share your experience in the comments. What 3 words did you use during your exercise? Your answer might be the motivation someone else needs to start their own journey back to clarity. The next time you forget where you placed something or what you were about to say, remember this. Your brain hasn't given up on you. It's just waiting for you to move, breathe, and bring it back online. Each minute you give to this practice adds up. 1 minute turns into a week. A week turns into sharper mornings. Sharper mornings turn into years of independence. So keep it simple, keep it gentle, and keep it going. Because every time you choose to move, breathe, and remember, you're proving that your best days aren't behind you. They're happening right now.